Hello and welcome to Channel X TV, and delighted to be with George Robinson today, director of SoSweet, and not least of which, as you might have guessed from the name, George runs a sweet shop. So welcome, George. How are you?
Hi, Chris. How you doing?
Great. So everyone loves sweets, or just about everyone of one description or another. So George, tell us about the business. Where are you based, and what's SoSweet's business like?
So yeah, as you described, I'm the owner and director of SoSweet. We're a family-run business based in the southwest of England. We started just over 9 years ago when my parents opened our first shop in the small village of Westwood Ho in North Devon, which is probably my favourite place to spend the summer. Since then, we've grown to a total of 10 physical retail stores, and since I've been in the business full time, we've launched online. Selling through our website. We've also got a mobile app, and we do a lot of volume through TikTok Shop as well, which is really exciting.
So 10 shops and online and TikTok. That must be quite some volume of sweets you're selling there.
Yeah, it's quite a big operation. Yeah.
And talk to me about things like where do you take deliveries? Do you have a warehouse, or do deliveries go straight into shops? Do you have a central shop that then distributes to the others? How does the business work?
Yeah, so as we've grown, we've kind of had to adapt our supply chain to make sure that we can keep up with demands, make sure that there's availability there, and that we're maximizing our margins by making sure that we buy as best as we can. About 2 years ago, we made the move to a central distribution model. So we've now got a 20,000 square foot warehouse, which is where I'm sat now, and our offices are based here as well. So we must have the best part of about 60 to 70 pallets of products come in every single week. Yeah, which is quite a lot, ranging from pick and mix sweets, American imports, novelties, things like slush cups, slush syrup, all of the sundries, pick and mix bags that you don't really think about. We have to make sure that we keep good stock of those, and then all of our stores order direct from our warehouse, and we distribute stock straight to them. And then obviously anything that's available in our warehouse is also sold through our e-commerce website, our app, and on TikTok Shop as well. So there's quite a few different channels drawing that stock, which sometimes creates a little bit of problems when there's virality on the likes of TikTok or online, because they might be drawing stock that needs to be sold in the shops, but they can't have it because it's already sold.
So talking about going viral on TikTok, how did you get started on TikTok? How were you introduced to it? Did you even use TikTok before you started selling on there professionally?
So yeah, so we've I think quite like a lot of other people, we got introduced to TikTok in 2020 during COVID, when I think everyone was spending their time on furlough in their gardens in the sun, and then also making TikTok dances. I think that's when we first kind of became aware of it as a platform. And again, it's a bit of a question of how much time do we spend on this new platform? How much do we invest in this platform? What are the returns going to be like? So I think for the first kind of 10 months, we didn't really take it seriously. It was only the start of 2021 when we started creating more and more content. And funnily enough, it came about because we had a message on Instagram from someone that had placed an order saying, "Hey, here's my order number. I've placed an order on your website. Could you please film it on TikTok and then tag me on the video?" So thought, well, this is a bit of a strange request, but we'll give it a go.
Run that past me. What did they want? They just wanted their order to be filmed being packed.
Yeah, quite literally, that was it. So there we go. We set up, got one of the guys down in the warehouse to hold the crate out, show the products, give them a wave, say hi, and then there we go. We posted the video, tagged the person, and it was out there in on the platform. The next day, we then had about 40 comments on that video from other people saying, "Here's my order number. Can you film it and tag me, please?" So straight away saw that as a massive opportunity. People had obviously placed orders off the back of seeing this video, and then felt like they could be a part of something if they got their order filmed as well. So straight away filmed another video that morning and said, "Hey, place as many orders as you want. comment your order number below, and we will film absolutely every single order that gets requested.
I've got to ask a question here. How pleased was the warehouse manager? Because I know what e-commerce is like. You come in the morning, you got hundreds of orders to pick, pack, and ship, and it's like a streamlined process, like as fast as you can go.
Yeah.
What was it like having to stop and film these orders? I mean, that must slow the process down enormously.
Well, at first it kind of was, but there was always a bit of a queue kind of with orders that were picked, but then waiting to be packed. So as you know, within a matter of days, you know, as we realized it was going to become a bit more of an established thing, we kind of put that process in place where, you know, we separated the orders that had been requested to be filmed. They were picked differently, then they were put into a different queue. You know, they might have been picked first in the morning so that then we had all day or, you know, extra time to film those videos before the order had to be packed and then handed over to the courier. So we soon kind of, you know, made sure that we could deal with that and get the order out on time for next day delivery. But I suppose the real kind of challenges were the big peaks of virality, because, you know, some days we could be processing, you know, 250 orders per day, and then the next day walk into like 600 orders at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then still have the kind of orders that were placed throughout the day up until our cutoff time of 2 p.m. to process as well. So, you know, if something went viral at 9 o'clock in the morning, you know, we can feel the effects of that right up until, you know, that very same day, which was a really exciting time, but also it came with its own set of challenges. But I suppose the biggest positive that came off the back of that was it drove traffic and our audience to our website, which then drove sales and conversions. So you know, that directly translated into a significant increase in revenue. Also gave us a lot of exposure as a brand, and not only would we go viral and see the results in sales directly, but we would see the result in our follower count going up as well, and engagement from the audience. And then we would see comments from people saying, you know, I love American cereal. What American cereal have you got? So we'd create the video. Here's, you know, Reese's Puffs, Lucky Charms, etc. People are like, oh my God, I've never seen those before. Or, oh my God, I used to eat those when I go to Florida every year, and I haven't been because it's COVID, for example. So we were really kind of tapping into these niches. And again, we're just seeing growth on growth month on month, which was exciting. And that really established us on the platform. I think we started January 2021 with about 20,000 followers, I think, after a kind of a funny video had gone viral before. But yeah, went from about 20,000 followers to about 700,000 by the July or August. So, you know, we really kind of established ourselves on the platform and grew an audience, you know, at the right time.
And at what point did you start selling on TikTok Shop? Was that from day one, or initially were you posting videos and driving people to your own website? When did you embrace e-commerce on TikTok?
So initially we were posting videos and driving traffic from TikTok to our website and converting customers on our website. That was because TikTok Shop wasn't a thing back then. TikTok Shop was first established in the UK around June 2021, although it was the only categories that they had opened up were, I think, health and beauty. So they were the first kind of shops to, and a bit of homeware as well, but they were the first kind of niches to be selling on the platform. It wasn't until the end of March in 2022 that the food and beverage category became established, which has now developed into FMCG, fast moving consumer goods, and kind of incorporates a wider range of products as well. But we didn't start selling on the platform until I think the end of May 2022. And even then it was, we weren't really sure. Again, it was that same thought process. Okay, we've got about 800,000 followers. We've got a great audience. But again, how much time and effort and money do we invest into this new side of the platform? And it was only down to our account manager, Richard, who was very persistent with trying to get us onboarded onto the platform, contacting me on LinkedIn and reaching out to us via email and just saying, you've got a great opportunity now and a great head start. And again, you then look at the associated fees and think, again, can we make this work as a sales channel? But actually, when you drill it down and, compare it to the likes of Amazon and eBay, it's a lot cheaper and a lot easier to maintain as well. So it was only really thanks to Richard pursuing us that kind of piqued our interest. But again, as a business, we didn't really take it seriously until around October 2022. So quite recently, we're talking about 8 months ago. And that's kind of when TikTok Shop really came into its own, and we started introducing some products that we felt would be a good fit for the market, pick and mix products, but also offering a great deal. And you've experienced it yourself with the sweets that you've ordered from us.
Yeah, I am a customer.
Yeah, the 2 for £10 pick and mix sweet bags offer. So we introduced that at the start of October. And I think we went from processing about 100 orders a day at the start of October to the best part of 1,500 orders per day by the end of October. So, massive growth in such a short amount of time. And what that product is you get 1 kg of fizzy pick and mix and 1 kg of jelly pick and mix for £10. And to this day, we've sold just shy of 94,000 units of that product. And it's one that we've
say that again. 94,000 units.
Yeah, so 94,000 units of this one product in the last 18 months, 8 months. Sorry.
One listing on TikTok Shop at £10 a piece. You sold 94,000 units at £10 a piece. I mean, the numbers are staggering. That's like 1.8 tons of sweets and getting on for almost £1 million of sales on one TikTok listing.
Yeah, it's really quite exciting, and it's really good as well because the TikTok Shop platform publishes those numbers on a product. You can see how many units of a product is sold. So everyone can everyone can talk the talk and say I've got a best-selling product, and try and pull the wool over customers' eyes. But it's quite literally there for everyone to see. That it's a good selling product. The reviews are good as well, and the price point is even better. So that's really exciting.
So I think this is a real eye opener because people look at TikTok and a bit like some of the other platforms that have come in the past, like Pinterest and Instagram, and think, yeah, this is for small businesses selling to family and friends. And I know there are some big businesses that do very well on those platforms, but TikTok seems to be an exception, that it really is a driver of significant e-commerce growth. And from what I've heard, not really detracting from the other channels that you might sell on.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't detract, or we've not seen that it detracts from our other channels at all. In fact, it gives us another opportunity to promote those channels. And what's really interesting as well is kind of aside from the direct e-commerce, business that we've grown on TikTok Shop, and it's probably one of our biggest sales channels actually online now, TikTok Shop. But we also kind of see that we see the indirect results of the growth on TikTok in our stores and when we do events and when we do different things. As a brand, as a business, we're based in the southwest of England. All of our shops are based across Devon, Cornwall and Dorset. And we don't have any plans to expand outside of the southwest, in the next couple of years. So, so we're really kind of condensed to where we are in the UK geographically, yet we're known, as a national brand, online on TikTok. And then we see this, a lot of our stores are based in city centres or popular holiday destinations in the southwest. And especially in the summer holidays, all we hear from our, the feedback from our store managers and staff in the store is people are coming in asking for products because they've seen them on TikTok, asking to come and see, asking where the warehouse is, just saying, oh my God, we've seen you on TikTok. We're staying half an hour away, but we've come to see, we've come to the shop specifically. And then we kind of see that indirect result there. And it's really, really quite exciting from a brand perspective. We're really quite widely recognized now.
And what's next? Is your new warehouse going to be big enough for fulfilling all these TikTok orders?
I'm not 100% sure, but we've expanded. We started with when we moved over to this warehouse in August 2020, we only took a 3,000 square foot part of the kind of row of units, and we've now took over as many as we can, and there's no more left to take over at the minute. So we're going to be hard pushed for space, but no, we definitely have. I think the biggest priority for us now as a business is, whilst we're growing, is maintaining our back end and making sure that we have the supply to kind of service our online demand and our demand in the stores. Because you've got to remember, I mean, it's the 1st of August today, so we're the first week of the summer holidays. I think total across our 10 stores last week, we served just over 8,000 customers. So you've got to think there's a lot of sweets that are going out just through our stores alone, let alone what we've got to service online and through TikTok. So it's all about kind of optimizing the supply chain and back end operation.
So this has been an exciting couple of years for SoSweet. What's next, George? Where do you go next? Is it more stores? Is it growing TikTok? Is it something else?
So
where do you see the growth?
Yeah, I think really the answer is up. The answer is more growth everywhere. Really, there's no specific area that we're focusing on more. We're actively opening more stores. We've got a goal of getting to 20 physical retail stores by the end of 2025. Which we're really on track to achieve. We also have quite significant targets through TikTok Shop. We're now classed as a key account with them, so we've got clear access with the creator team, access to their to all of their teams really, and they're really supporting us to achieve the numbers that they need us to do as one of their key accounts. So that's really exciting as well, and off the back of that's becoming a lot more opportunities are coming from there, being able to work with more and more creators, partner with other brands as well, come up with collaborations, and then potentially launch some of our own label products as well, and see where we can take those. So I think really the plan is more and more growth. I mean, TikTok specifically, we'd love to hit 1 million followers. We're at 913,000 at the moment, so the next milestone is 1 million followers, and then just kind of looking at the products that we've got on TikTok Shop and where we can optimize them more. We're also part of the FBT program, so Fulfilled by TikTok. So I think our 3 best-selling products are in the FBT warehouse, so they're not touched by us. They get sent direct from the supplier to the FBT warehouse and the FBT team. It's just like a third-party logistics service. They pick, pack, process, and fulfill all of our orders for those products a lot more efficiently than we can as well. So it means that customers can order up until 7 p.m. on TikTok for these products and receive them the very next day, which is really
amazing.
Yeah, and I think it's a great move from TikTok as well, because they're solidifying their position as a credible marketplace, rather than initially I think there's a lot of people that were skeptical. You order on TikTok, this entertainment app, is it going to come, is it a scam? But now I think they're really focusing on positioning themselves as a credible marketplace, and we can see the results of that. People see it as a place to regularly purchase from, which is great for us.
So first, before I forget, go and find SoSweet on TikTok and follow them. Help them get to that 1 million followers. And if you're down in Devon, Cornwall, look for their shops. But George, I want to thank you so much. And just before we go, for any brands that aren't on TikTok or have maybe played with TikTok but not really got any traction, what's the top tip for other brands that want to grow and be selling millions of pounds of product on TikTok by this time next year?
I think the biggest thing is just starting. It definitely took me and us as a business far too long to embrace the opportunity that was there. So I think, we can all be very precious about the content that we're going to post and, is it perfect? But I think that's what TikTok is. It's short form, quick fire video content. You've got to be grabbed in the first, couple of seconds of a video. Otherwise, you're just going to carry on scrolling because there's 1 million more videos waiting for you. So, the more content you can create, the better quality it can be, even better. But I think the more you put yourself out there, the better chance you've got. And I think the biggest thing for us is we really engaged with our audience. We listened to what they were asking for in terms of products, responded to their comments, and we still actively do. And we've kind of started to create a real community sense that people are, there's a million and other sweet shops in the UK physically and online. There's plenty of other sweet shop brands on TikTok Shop as well, that are direct competitors with us. But there's a reason why people come back to us and choose us, to purchase, and that's because we offer great products at a great price, but we've also kind of created that community feel as well. So yeah, it's really exciting. But I think just actually starting and putting yourself out there as much as possible.
So great products, great price, and possibly even more important to marry with those two, great engaging content that grabs you.
Absolutely, 100%.
George, I want to thank you so much for your time and for sharing this today. And hopefully we'll be speaking next year and seeing just how many more tens of thousands of sweets you've sold.
Yeah, it should be an exciting time. We've got a lot going on, and moving into Q4, we've got some exciting times ahead.
Thanks so much, George. Goodbye.
Thanks, Chris.